time to focus on your portfolio queries. And before we get connected with our financial planner for the day, let's flash our WhatsApp number and email ID where you can send across your questions. Do send across all your investment details on our email ID, which is the moneyshow@etnow.tv. 865-797-4571 is our WhatsApp number where you can send across your questions, and we will do your live financial planning on the show. Okay, I have with me Hemant Wiseinvest Private, who will be answering all our viewer queries today. Hi, good evening, Hemant, and welcome to the show. Let's take Radhika's question first, and she says that she wants to invest lump sum in Parag Parikh Flexi Cap. She's already, 60,000 over there, ICICI Pro Blue Chip, Bandhan Large and Mid Cap. She wants to add 50,000 on the fund. And she's less inclined to change three mentioned funds unless the growth potential is quite subdued. And kindly, she wants to know how much corpus she can accumulate in 5 years with these funds.
Well, Kavita, I think the important factor here is the time horizon, which is 5 years. So obviously, when you're investing for 5 years in equity funds, it's important to make sure that the portfolio is not very aggressive, which means that it's always good if there is a bias towards the large cap. So I think she has done pretty well in terms of the fund that she has chosen, Parag Parikh Flexi Cap. I say which is investing significant amount in the large caps and some exposure to US stocks. ICICI Blue Chip, as the name suggests, is investing in the top 100 company in terms of market cap. Bandhan Large and Mid, again, I think minimum 35% in both the segments. So overall, I think the fund selection is pretty good. Like she said, she wants to add another fund for 50,000. My belief is that she has three funds which are pretty good. She can actually allocate this 50,000 to even these three funds in the same proportion. But if she does want to include one more fund, my recommendation would be another fund in the category of large and mid cap, which is Motilal Oswal Large and Mid Cap. And the reason why I'm recommending is, apart from the performance and the quality of the portfolio, is that this fund takes concentrated bet, which is different from the rest of the funds in the portfolio. So maybe she can look at Motilal Oswal Large and Mid Cap. And I think the expected corpus would be somewhere around 4 lakhs after 5 years. I'm assuming a return of 12%. It should be around 4 lakhs.
Okay, let's move on, and let's take Vishal's question. He wishes to plan a trip in the coming year. He wants to invest for the same purpose, wants to accumulate 1 lakh for the trip. How should he curate the portfolio for this purpose? How much SIP is needed, and is willing to start SIP from July?
Well, Kavita, the time horizon is 1 year. Obviously, there is no way you can look at anything else apart from the options like liquid fund or ultra short term, because when you're investing through SIP, your average holding period is just going to be around 6 months. It's a good thing that even for travel that he wants to accumulate a corpus. So maybe some of the fund I'm recommending to him in the ultra short term category could be ABSL Savings Fund or ICICI Pro Ultra Short Term Fund or Kotak Saving. Just look at one fund, any one of these. Since these funds have the potential to give a return somewhere in the range of 6 to 7%, so maybe he needs to look at investing around 7.5 or 7, maybe 8,000 possibly, because then I think there is a cushion of, in case the returns are lower, that he will have his 1 lakh after the expiry of 1 year.
Okay, let's take Ravi's question, and he's new to this entire investment process. Goal is 50 lakhs in 20 years, and he wants to start an SIP.
Sorry, can you just tell me the amount?
Ravi's question. No. So
yes.
The goal, he's just given his goal, 50 lakhs in 20 years, and he wants to start investing. What should be his SIP amount, he wants to know? Ravi.
Well, I think the SIP amount has to be around 5,500. I'm assuming annualized return of 12% here. Good thing is that his portfolio his target is not very aggressive. He's looking to build a corpus of 50 lakh, but he has time horizon of 20 years, which is good enough time for him to accumulate a good corpus by investing 5,500. So I think he should be able to achieve his target. 2 funds I'm recommending to him: Bandhan Large and Mid Cap As I mentioned earlier, large and mid-cap fund invest minimum 35% in each of the segment. In this fund, there is a slight bias toward the large cap. Invest 2,500 in that. And then there is Kotak Multi-Cap. You can invest 3,000 there. The multi-cap fund invests minimum 25% in all the three market segments, large, mid, and small. And here again, I think there's a slight bias towards the large cap. So I think in two funds for 5,500, if he continues his investment process uninterruptedly, he should be able to achieve his target of 50 lakhs.
Okay, Shravanti's. Okay, Surendra's question we'll take, Surendra Bhagat. And okay, so this question is through Twitter, as far as I remember. And he's doing SIP of 5,000 from last 2 years. HDFC Large and Mid Cap, Parag Parikh Flexi Cap, SBI Contra, Invesco Multi Cap, White Oak Multi Asset. Corpus till now collected is 4 lakh and wants 80 lakhs in 10 years. That's what he says. Okay, so your recommendation on the funds and if at all he needs to invest more to achieve this target in 10 years.
Yes, Kavita, I think he's investing 25,000 per month in 5 these funds. The accumulated corpus is 4 lakhs. So if he continues this, assuming annualized return of 12%, he should be able to accumulate a corpus of around 70 lakh, whereas his target is 80 lakhs. So ideally, if he can, step up his SIP amount by 5 to 10%, I think he should be able to achieve his target comfortably. The reason why I'm recommending step up is that sometimes it becomes difficult for investors to increase the SIP amount in one go. So I think stepping up the SIP amount every year, I think is a good strategy to do that. As far as his fund portfolio is concerned, he has good quality funds. He has HDFC Large Cap, Parag Parikh Flexi Cap, SBI Contra, Invesco Multi Cap, and White Oak Multi Asset Fund. Good portfolio, good mix, and I think he's investing in the right proportion. So I don't think he really needs to make any change in the portfolio, except that, like I said, he needs to step up his amount by 5 to 10%.
All right, Hemant, I think with that, it's time up on the show as well. Thank you so much for being a part of this show and helping our viewers with their financial portfolio queries. And for all our viewers, I'm going to leave you with our WhatsApp number and email ID where you can send across your question, send across all your financial details so that it's easier for our experts to do your financial planning. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.